Okay, so here's the thing about historical theater. Yes, it's scary because they use a bunch of words that are old that we don't use anymore, and there's a bunch of references to like old stories that we don't necessarily use. Those are just old memes, okay? I will catch you up on the old historical memes and stories that you need to know, because if you're able to look past the fact that they use thee, thou, thy, all of this crazy stuff, and just look at the people, it is so interesting to see that the things that we're worried about today are the exact same things that people were worried about hundreds of years ago, thousands of miles away from us. Like, we have always been worried about, is the world going to end before I get to get married? Is my partner going to not reciprocate my love? Is my message going to be misinterpreted by the person that I sent it to? And, hijinks ensue. Like, before we had sending screenshots of texts to the group chat, we had sending letters and reading it out loud to all of your friends to roast the guy who sent the message to you. Before we had dating apps, we had sending letters with outlandish things. Before we had even like the concept of sitting and reading, like the concept that people could entertain themselves watching a movie, reading a book like on their own. Before that, we had theater. And honestly, before we had theater, we had musical theater. That's like actually kind of the oldest form. So in my class, History to Stage, we're going to be talking about who were these people? What were their lives like? Why were they making theater this way? And we're going to kind of demystify the crazy old text and realize that like these people were the same as us. A lot of the stuff that they thought was funny, we still think is funny. A lot of the things that they were worried about are things that we're worried about. A lot of these stories and archetypes and tropes are still the things that we see today in sitcoms, in character types. And so I'm really excited to get to share that with you.